mare coming out and beating him at an Ascot.
All right, time for the Christmas hurdle. Here's Mark.
And they're off. This is the Grade 1 Ladbrokes Christmas Hurdle. 2 miles ahead of them, and it is Rubo who is immediately sent into the lead by Harry Cobden, and Rubo establishes a lead of about a length and a half. Sir Gino racing keenly in second position. Golden Ace towards the near side as they go over the first flight of hurdles. The leading trio being followed by Celtic Dino, and then Tripoli Flyer and Give It To Me OJ is held up last of the 6, racing on towards flight number 2. And Rubo comes to it, joined on the outside by Sir Gino as they cross over that second flight. So it is Sir Gino keen to the outside of Rubo. Those are the first duo. They're then being followed just a length away by Golden Ace, who races towards the outside. Towards the inside rail is Celtic Dino, and as they go into the turn, Give It To Me OJ, another one now who is racing keenly. He moves into 5th on the outside of Tripoli Flyer as they pass the stables and now race on along the side of the course. The next 2 flights, flights 3 and 4, come up in quick succession. And it is Rubo who has the lead, but only just. On the outside, Sir Gino, and wider is Golden Ace. And right on their heels races Celtic Dino as they now approach this 3rd flight. And it's Sir Gino in the centre. Rubo on the inside. They will rise as the first duo. Good jump into 3rd, Celtic Dino on the inside of Golden Ace, and then Give It To Me OJ and Tripoli Flyer. Already they've reached flight number 4, and this time Sir Gino just had to fiddle his way over that flight of hurdles. So now quite a long run before they cross over the first of 2 flights in the back straight. They go towards halfway in the Grade 1 Ladbrokes Christmas Hurdle, and it is Nico de Boinville and Sir Gino who have got the lead. Lorcan Williams has sent Golden Ace now into 2nd. Rubo and Harry Cobden against the rail in 3rd. Celtic Dino and Dylan Johnston in 4th. Tripoli Flyer with Jonathan Burke in 5th. On that one's outside, Give It To Me OJ and Kaelin Quinn just last the 6, and now they've gone through halfway, and they're now setting their sights on flight number 5. And it is Sir Gino who comes to this flight. His lead was a length and a half to on the outside Golden Ace. On the inner is Rubo. Between those two, Celtic Dino. Now there's a break of 2.5 lengths to Give It To Me OJ, who's just been niggled along, and so too Tripoli Flyer just last on the inside. Going now inside the final 3/4 of a mile, and now about to take the 3rd from home. Sir Gino still comes to it with a lead of just over a length. They're queuing up to try and take him on. Rubo on the inside, Golden Ace, and then Celtic Dino, who's ridden for the first time. Tripoli Flyer tries to make ground right through on the inside rail. Give It To Me OJ is now last, as now they begin to make the turn. A half mile to go in the Ladbrokes Christmas Hurdle, and it is still the unbeaten Sir Gino who has got the lead. Rubo on his heels on the rail. To the outside, the champion hurdler, Golden Ace. Now there's a break of 3 lengths back to Tripoli Flyer. Then Celtic Dino, and dropping away, Give It To Me OJ. They're in line for home. There's 2 more flights of hurdles to take, and Nico de Boinville urges for more from Sir Gino. Sir Gino comes towards the second last. His lead was 2 lengths over Golden Ace and Rubo, and then a break of a further 4 lengths back to Celtic Dino and Tripoli Flyer on towards the final furlong, the final fight in the Ladbrokes Christmas Hurdle. Sir Gino at it now, sails over it, clear by 3 to Golden Ace in 2nd. Rubo is back in 3rd, and now inside the final half furlong, pushed out to maintain his unbeaten record. It is Sir Gino in the Christmas Hurdle, beats Golden Ace, Rubo and Celtic Dino.
Oh, Sir Gino, how we've missed you. Welcome back, and welcome back with a quite scintillating performance. Nico de Boinville has won the Christmas Hurdle for a 6th time. Congratulations, Nico. Early part of the race, really interested to hear about what you wanted to do with him and what he wanted to do with you.
Well, I just wanted to relax, and he was just so happy and fresh to be out and back on track. As I said before, it's been 364 days, so he was entitled to be a bit like that. But once he's then got his way in front, and they couldn't go quick enough for him, really.
I was watching it with Daryl Jacob, and Daryl said to me, watch Nico, just let him have his head and go on, and watch the way he settled into his work from there on in.
Well, Daryl probably knows me better than anyone, so yeah, no, he's right.
And what about what he did in the straight and the way he's run away from the current champion hurdler? What does that say about him and where he's at currently?
He's a very, very good horse, and he deserves to be right at the top of the market.
Well done.
Thanks, Richie.
Well, a 14th win in the Christmas Hurdle for Nicky Henderson. A lovely Christmas present for you, Nicky, particularly with Sir Gino, who obviously had that serious illness. How satisfying, how pleased are you to see what he's done today?
I think he was the happiest person. I've never seen a horse enjoy himself more. He wasn't meant to be sort of... He was just too fresh, to be honest with you. And I think it took Nico and myself a bit by surprise that he was going to race like that. But he was just enjoying himself, to be honest with you. I mean, you'd normally ride him for the speed that he has got. He has got a lot of speed. And you'd hang on to him and wait because he has got a gear. So you haven't even used him the proper way, but it didn't seem to make a lot of difference.
No, he's just got so much ability. Anyway, he's unbeaten in 7, so I'm not saying anything that's earth-shattering. But obviously for you and for the Donnellys, it must be such a dilemma what you do with him. Because he looked last year when he won here over fences that chasing could be his game. He's looked today, I mean, he's now favourite, 7-4 for the champion hurdle. What's going through your mind?
I asked Joe coming down to the unsadly enclosure, and like he always does, he says, Nicky, that's your problem. You do whatever you like. And Joe's terrific like that. I mean, and he makes life very easy, but sometimes I'm sort of fishing for help. And he doesn't sort of... look, they've had a wonderful double and they're just wonderful owners. I don't know. Charlie Morlock, who's with me day in, day out, he says he's wasted not going chasing because he's such a brilliant jumper of a fence. But he's still very young.
Yeah, he's only 5.
Exactly.
Turning 6
well, he will be 6 in a week, but there you go. He's a young horse. You know, you look at it one way and say, well, you could afford to stay over hurdles for this campaign. In view of the fact that we know State Man isn't going to be there, and Constitution Hill, well, we're still undecided exactly what we're doing, I do admit. That door seems to be quite open. I don't know what Lossiemouth is doing, but I've seen Richie here today, but I don't expect he's going to tell me either. So, but you could go and jump fences tomorrow. So, it's a nice problem to have.
And there isn't a horse, over hurdles, there isn't a horse out there that you would be afraid of with a horse like Sir Gino in your camp?
Well, I'm not going to say that, but, there's plenty out there. He has beaten the champion hurdle winner comprehensively there, and the form is rock solid. But we'll have to see. I mean, we don't have to decide tonight. No. We want to see how he is tomorrow. I think that's the most important thing, getting back to our great team that look after him and mend him and repair him, or my team at home. Everybody's done some job to get him back, and it's terrific.
Have you got an idea of where he could run again before Cheltenham?
Well, whether you go, I mean, the old hurdle route, well, we know that one quite well. So, I mean, you're only going to get one run in whichever way you go, to be honest with you. The 2-mile chases are fairly obvious. Yeah. John Bond's still lurking around in there, and he could easily go Clarence House. So, I don't know. It's probably easier to plan a hurdle campaign than a chase campaign, but I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of difference. I mean, does he have to run again? Of course, I'd like him to run again, yes. Doesn't have to.
No, he doesn't. But when he does, my goodness, it's a joy for us. And Nicky, it's great to have him back. Great to see you with a 14th win in the race. Well done.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Rich.
Thank you so much.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.